I gotta be honest, guys, a lot of these mega caps look very good chart-wise, Nvidia being one of them, and Amazon, which, funny enough, those two happen to be my two biggest stock holdings right now, and we covered Amazon in my previous video, and in this one, we have to go over Nvidia, break down the charts, some news we got, and overall where my head's at right now with this stock, which I'm sure you guys can guess, I'm bullish, and I'm looking to buy. So let's dive into it. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my trades, investments, and if you want to be a part of my private Discord, that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And now, cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's dive into it. So again, a lot of these mega caps, Nvidia, Amazon, look very good chart-wise. The fundamentals are getting better, and the stock is selling off. The stocks are selling off, which means I like them as buys, right? Nvidia is now down to 201, which, by the way, I just bought more Nvidia earlier this week, I think at 203 roughly. So we're down from 241 to now 201, down 16-17%. And I know this is an Nvidia video, but look at Amazon. The chart looks very similar, right? We hit 280, now we're down to 236, down about 15-20% on the verge of a bear market, all while maintaining an uptrend. And guys, when it comes to me, my core holdings, my top highest conviction stocks, whenever I see them drop 10, 15, especially 20% plus, as long as the fundamentals are still intact, I'm adding. I'm viewing it as a buying opportunity, and this is no different for Amazon, for Nvidia, especially as, again, we're pulling back and the fundamentals are still intact. We can see Nvidia is now trading right at 200, 201, which you guys can see that was resistance for months on the stock. We failed breaking through 200, 195 pretty much all year up until the early days of May, where the stock completely broke out into earnings, and we've been selling off since earnings, which, by the way, earnings were record. We saw record numbers. Guidance was great. Pretty much we got word that, okay, the AI story is not over yet, due to the guidance we got. And essentially, we're just getting started, and the stock's been selling off ever since earnings, which in my eyes, it doesn't make sense. But of course, if you've been watching Nvidia, it kind of always does that. So for me, it's a buying opportunity here, guys. Fundamentally, the numbers look great. The ratios look great. The chart looks great. If you have patience, man, this is a buying opportunity. And again, with my core holdings, when they're down 15-20%, as long as the story's still intact, I'm buying, and this is no different. So Nvidia at this point is on the verge of potentially going under 200, but I genuinely don't think it's going to go much lower, man. If it gets to into the 190s, maybe it goes to 190, 95, but that dip's going to get bought up. I'm telling you guys, we're already oversold. We're already almost in a bear market, and it just doesn't make sense based on the forecast that we're seeing. So essentially, I don't want to call it free money. It's not free money. There is no free money, right? Nothing's guaranteed in the market, but man, if you have patience, this is as close to a guarantee, in my opinion, as you can get, as I think Nvidia is going to $250, $300, even higher than that. So that's a quick rundown on the charts. We're pretty much doing the same thing, consolidating above 195, 200, 205. That's what we've been doing. And this is after we got news that KKR, Nvidia, and Kuwait actually launched a $10 billion infrastructure platform. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this news that we got today, as it's a consortium led by KKR, the Kuwait Investment Authority, Nvidia, and Vistra. They actually launched Helix Digital Infrastructure, a new company designed to address growing demand for integrated AI infrastructure solutions by combining data center, power, and connectivity development under a single platform. Helix launches with more than $10 billion in capital commitments from its founding investors and will seek to develop, acquire, and manage infrastructure assets critical to supporting AI workloads, which, again, this is just the start of the AI, revolution. We're in the second or third inning, like I've been saying, and the AI trade has a long way to go. This proves that, right? Nvidia will serve as a strategic partner supporting deployment of Nvidia DSX AI factory-aligned infrastructure with a focus on maximizing computing efficiency and tokens generated per watt of energy consumed. Vistra, one of the nation's largest integrated power producers, will serve as the preferred power provider for Helix investments, and the company will be led by Adam Salipsky, former CEO of AWS, Amazon Web Services, while Waldemar Slezak, KKR's global head of digital infrastructure, will serve as the chief investment officer. I almost said CEO, CIO, chief investment officer. And we can see Salipsky said large users of digital infrastructure have an urgent need to reduce complexity and unlock new capacity, right? Helix combines significant long-term capital with the capabilities and expertise to deliver holistic AI infrastructure solutions with speed and scale. And the launch builds on KKR's growing commitment to digital infrastructure and energy investments. The firm's global infrastructure platform manages more than $100 billion in assets, including over $70 billion invested across digital infrastructure and power-related assets. Following the initial close, Helix will be open to additional eligible institutional investors. So that's some big news here, guys, which obviously is not going to move the needle when it comes to Nvidia stock. I mean, look, the company's worth $5 trillion, give or take, right? But again, it does goes to show, it shows that the AI trade, the AI revolution is just getting started. We're seeing more and more companies combining, putting money together, and essentially funding these build-outs, and we're seeing big tech do the same thing, right? Amazon, we're seeing Google, Meta. Well, I guess Amazon and Meta, it's not 100% confirmed yet, but they're looking to issue more shares, raise capital, right? Do the whole shebang to raise more money to build out more infrastructure, the AI build out, right? We're seeing Google stock going down recently, Meta stock's going down. Why is that? Because they're going to raise money. Amazon selling off too, because we didn't get the official word yet, but the market's pricing in, okay, they're going to do a share offering as well, which again, it goes to show the AI trade is just getting started, and these companies, do you really think they're just throwing money, against the wall to see what sticks? I mean, they see the future. They know that this is going to yield massive returns, right? All this spend, it's not for nothing, you know what I mean? And me being an investor, right? Obviously, we don't have full control, over our stock portfolio. I mean, look, we're not investing in companies that we control, and that means we have to trust management, right? It's not like we're investing in real estate where we can go in, break down the walls, rebuild the foundation, do this, do that, add a new roof, do this, do that. You have more control with real estate. You don't have that same control with stocks, but you do control where you put your money, what management team you trust. And look, I trust these management teams to actually put money where they're going to see a return. And I believe AI will see a major return. All of this spend we're seeing from Google, from Meta, from Amazon, it's going to return massively, right? Huge returns on capital. And we're not seeing it quite yet. We're seeing the starts of it, but in the next couple of years, we're really going to see it, and we're going to see short-term gain right now, or pain rather, for a long-term gain. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why I'm looking to pile in more money in Amazon stock, like I mentioned in my previous video, or whatever video that was, 2 videos ago, and Nvidia, because they're at the forefront of this. And I think truly Amazon's going to be one of the most efficient companies in the next 5-10 years due to AI, due to robotics, due to everything that is powered by artificial intelligence. So for me, guys, it's a no-brainer. I'm adding Amazon. I'm adding Nvidia here on the dip. It's just a no-brainer, man. And a bunch of other stocks, of course, I'm watching as well. But that's pretty much it, man. Amazon's at a critical support right now, which was resistance at about 230, 235, 240. That's key for the stock to hold. And heck, even if it goes under here, I don't care. This is a long-term investment. I'd be glad to add more in the 220s, right? I'd love to do that and build out the position even further. This dip is a gift. Same thing with Nvidia, right? And these, like I said, happen to be my 2 biggest stock holdings. They are down in the last couple of weeks, but if you have a long-term horizon, which these are long-term stocks for me, it's a gift. Whenever they go down, it's a time to add more. That's where my head's at. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. Feel free to join my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my trades, investments. If you want to be a part of my private Discord, all of that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And shout out to everybody that's been joining. I appreciate all of your support. As always, cheers to you. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.